Brendan McCullum became a rugby player, but okay. Or Aaron Smith, for that matter, how he got into the cricket team. But, well, whatever. But, it was certainly a lot of fun, and they seemed to be having fun, and that was the main thing, I think, for me, was watching these, superstars, I guess, in a way, having fun. Especially seeing Jordan Barrett, man. Boy, he belted some good hits, eh?
Oh, mate, Aaron Smith, he won't be living that one down there back in All Black camp. 2 sixes in a row. But, good to see the great Richie McCaw, as they say, get a catch there.
Boy, what a good catch, too.
Just a few things.
Yeah.
Ofisa Tunu'u stumped one of the players. Jace, I don't know. I know they broadcasted it live, so I was talking to a mate of mine in Melbourne yesterday, and he watched it and thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know if you saw it, mate. Did you see anything of the Black Clash?
Nah, bro, I knew it was on, but it's not something to take care of, so... No, I didn't. I saw the result and I was quite surprised with that.
Very.
I saw what Keith mentioned, there was a couple of crossovers between different codes, McCullum playing for the cricketers, etc. So, it sounded like a successful event and, bring more on, I guess.
Yeah, I would say so. I think they're going to run with it, and if you get 3 recipients and there's $1 million up for grabs, so I think, worthy cause, and they seem to time it right too, playing on the Friday prior to the Sevens being held, starting today, obviously, in Hamilton. But, I think they'll move through with it. I was surprised, actually, not to see Jeff Wilson out there having a bit of hit around, because he's played both codes, and they made mention during the accordion about Brian McKickney back in the day as well. But, I think it's a great thing, and those rugby players sure show they can hit a bloody cricket ball, mate. I bet you he's on the cricket thinking, well, it's World Cup year this year as well as the Rugby World Cup. What a pity. We couldn't pinch some of those All Blacks to play for us.
Yeah, reckon, eh? Especially that Jordan Barrett. Well, both Barretts, really. Man, they're really good all-round sportsmen, it seems. But it kind of leads on to, I guess, one of the things that I heard was that coming out next month, or early next month, like maybe next week actually, is a kind of a documentary. Now, I'm not sure if you've heard of it there, JT. There's a document...
I have, mate. I know exactly where you're going with this.
I'm glad.
Bruce Edgar, Trevor Chappell,
yes.
They're going to be featured heavily in this documentary.
Yes, that's definitely the one. And it's just interesting because, it'll be... for some reason, now I'm not sure why, but for some reason, New Zealanders just can't let it go. What do you reckon about it all there, JT?
And nor should we. I think the Prime Minister of the day, Robert Muldoon, summed it up perfectly. It was an extreme act of cowardice, and how fitting that the Australian team were wearing yellow.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it was quite incredible, amongst other things. Now, I do remember watching, certainly at the end, when I was televised, but and I can only remember, I think it was my uncles or somebody, just absolutely in absolute disgust, and this was only when I was a little kid. So I remember that part vividly. What I don't remember is apparently a catch that was taken by Snedden. Yes, by Snedden, and which was quite incredible. I heard that it was an incredible catch because he launched himself forward to take that catch, and it was who was the batsman at the time? The captain, anyway. He
I hate saying his name, mate.
Chappell.
Greg.
Yes.
I can't force my in a dark alley somewhere, you give him a piece of my mind. What a dog act.
Yeah, Chappell. Greg Chappell. And of course, then he goes and he stood his ground and continued to bat on, which was just ridiculous. And this kind of shows, I think, how the psyche of Australian cricket is even to this day. What do you think there, JT?
I think it's a bit broader than just the cricket, mate.
Right.
That's the whole population.
Right.
And just going back to that catch, when Jeff Howard, the captain of the New Zealand team, approached the umpire to say, what's going on?
Yeah.
Catch, mate. The umpire's reply was, sorry, I was watching them running between the wickets to make sure they didn't they're batting properly, they weren't short.
Yes.
That's just an absolute joke. And the funny follow-up to that was those two umpires never umpired international cricket again.
Yes, that was so true. But also being allowed to it was just so ridiculous. The underarm bowling incident itself was just something obviously historic, but things got mended straight away, I dare say. But even the Australians, in particular, I remember Richie Benaud was quite disgusted by what he saw the Australian team, in particular the captain, do in that particular incident. Hey.
He's absolutely slated Greg Chappell, and rightly so. Richie sort of said that he got Chappell mixed up with his sons mixed up, but therefore Lily had bowled out from the other end.
Yeah.
Strike bowler Dennis Lilly, and left to chuck his brother on. And it's one of those things which galvanises people, especially if you're a New Zealander living on this side of the ditch. It comes up every time around this time of year. I think February the 1st is the actual anniversary. So.
Yeah.
And to be fair, a lot of my Aussie mates, they're absolutely disgusted by it too, disgraced. Can't believe it, but it's one of those things. I think the reason that this struck a chord is because it was on. It was being on at dinner time in New Zealand, and we were sort of sitting around the table, and the TV's on in the background, and cricket's on, and watching this thing unfold, and the commentator says, "I think he's going to instruct his brother to bowl underarm," and it all happened, and of course the kick blocked it.
Yeah.
Threw the bat away in disgust. If you look carefully, you can see Brucey turning around and giving everyone the fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, and fair enough too.
They just walk off, and then I think later on, Rodney Marsh behind the stumps is saying, no, mate, don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind, it's a tail-end batsman who has to hit a six just to tie the game, not to win, to tie.
Yes.
If you look across the history of cricket, not many number 10 batsmen anywhere in world cricket have the ability to hit a six. So at the MCG too, which is a huge.
Yes. Yeah.
One of those things, I love giving the Aussies stick about it every year. And it was good to get some support last year from the South Africans over the Dan scandal. So
true enough.
We're not alone.
True. Absolutely. True enough. Anyway, we're going to go to a break. We'll be back with more Full Time right after this. Turanga FM. On behalf of the full-timers, I would just like to say big thanks to Joachim Currid, who brings us our music intro. Check him out on joachimcurrid.com. He's also on YouTube, Twitter, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Spotify, Instagram, and follow him on Facebook. Another big thanks goes out to Silent Partner, who brings us our outro. Check out their music on YouTube. And also thanks must go to the Polish Ambassador for the backing music for this promo. Check out the Polish Ambassador on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Beatport, Instagram, Twitter, and on his website, thepolishambassador.com.
You're listening to a podcast produced by Tūrangi FM, #1 iwi radio station in Aotearoa. We play each full-time session on Tūrangi FM Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. You can listen in live on our Tūrangi FM media page. Just click the main Tūrangi FM logo to tune in online. Or if you're in the Gisborne area, we're on the radio frequencies 91.7, 95.7 and 98.1. Also check out the Full-Time Facebook page where you can listen to the podcast again. Make comments and click links that will lead you to other ways to listen to the podcast, such as Spreaker, iTunes, SoundCloud, Twitter, YouTube, Podchaser and Tumblr. Right, let's get back to the Fools on Full Time.
Welcome along to our second session here on Full Time. Now, of course, we've got, like I said, our man JT over there in Australia. We've got our man Rino Wilkinson over there in Paeroa. Also finally joining us, but at least he got halfway through. We've got our man Raa Walker. Morning, bro.
Yeah, good morning, boys. A few technical issues, but I finally got to join the dynamic duo, the first for 2019 under the flying flags of full-time.
Indeed you do. Welcome back, and it's wonderful to have you back there, Raa. First off, now myself and the boys discussed our Christmas and New Year's last weekend, so why don't you tell us about how your Christmas and New Year's went?
Yeah, well, the whānau had a bit of a sad end to the year with the passing of a cousin, and then we started the year on a hiss and a roll with the wedding of a cousin.
Yes.
So, and of course you'd know this, Keithy. So it was one of those eventful turns that life throws at you, and you just have to try your best to move on. And every time we get to that start of the new year, we try and sort of look forward to bigger, better, and brighter times ahead. Here's hoping.
Yes, absolutely. And as it goes, it was a sad, I know for your whānau, sad...
What's going on in the background? What's all the noise?
It's Mr. Rino Wilkinson making himself a coffee. Go and help yourself to win yourself.
Hit the mute button.
Anyway, because I was also at Tanya's wedding, who up there in Mangatu when she got married. Tanya Henare. Now Tanya Henare Brown, who married Barry Brown from up in Mangatu. So big congratulations going out to both of them. I went up to their wedding along with, a number of your whānau. I saw your cousin Eru, and also a friend of mine, Carolyn, and your whānau as well. And I tell you what, it was a really nice... That was my New Year's. I spent my New Year's day out there with them. How was your New Year's Day?
Yeah, it was quiet because of my mobility issues. I haven't had a beer in a while. Yep. And I had 2 beers over the holiday break, which was rare for even me. Okay. So it was good to have a cold drink down the old throat. But I think Keithy, for all of us, I think 2019 is going to be a better year, and even more so as we count down to Rugby World Cup. Can we retain it? Yeah,
I know you're looking forward to that. Is that one of the main things that you're looking forward to for 2019 there, bro?
Well, it's the big one in terms of sport, and I think, as we're all aware, the Hamilton Sevens kicks off in a few hours' time.
Yeah.
So, apparently by all accounts too, ticket sales haven't been too flash. No surprise to me. I always thought Wellington was the best venue, and, was saddened when they actually relocated the whole setup, but that's the way it went. And now Hamilton, well, he's hoping they get a good turnout.
Yeah, hopefully they do get a good turnout. It'll be interesting. How do you think New Zealand will go there then, Raa?
Well, I've been keeping up with the Sevens because, as has been weird, it's been the holiday break, and most of us sort of still coming off that high of, being in holiday mode and getting back into the year full swing. But I think the New Zealand team has had mixed fortunes, but he's hoping they can shine in their home tournament. And, of course, there's the new inclusion of the women's teams where there's only a few. But it should be quite interesting. As I say, hopefully ticket sales have picked up. And a very interesting concept to begin it on a Saturday as opposed to a Friday. That's what I liked about Wellington. They got it underway on the Friday and went through Saturday. And it's a different look now, but we'll just have to see what happens. And he's hoping the weather turns on for them.
Rino, who are some of the teams to look out for? Do you know?
Yeah, I suppose you would say the New Zealand teams may be in home tournament. And I was actually over in Hamilton during the week. Only the other day I caught up with a injured Blackburn star, Portia Woodman, and they're very excited because, they just had Sarah's wedding, Sarah Goss. She's back out there now, Sarah Hedini, and her good friend, her bridesmaid, gave her own jersey to play. But it was a hyperactivity being over in Hamilton Tuesday at the fan day, a chance to meet all the teams and the big stars, come and have some fun. and enjoy yourself. Then I went to Tūrangawawa Marae, had the official welcoming there as well, multicultural experience, and then back into training camp Thursday, doing some promotional stuff around the whole of Hamilton. Weather's hot, mate. The ground looks perfect conditions. The whole setup around the whole stadium just unbelievable, and the whole family